Okay. Okay, so y'all, this is the makeup look today. I can't find my foundation or shit that I have, so we're going to try our best in hopes that this bakes well and that this actually comes out right. So here we go. Welcome back to my channel. It's Sunshine. Welcome to Dria's Diaries, and I am Sunshine. And today we're going to be talking about something that is equally important to me, if not more important to me, as I do my get ready with me. Before we go into Sunshine's Bakery, and I changed my outfit because I forgot makeup on me. And it is 30 degrees early this morning, and it's probably gonna get like 10 degrees more, but this 40 like, shout out to it not being officially winter yet, and I am proud of that. Thank you very much. Well, it is winter, but it's not like winter with the snow yet, so shout out to that. Shout out to, you know what I'm saying, that for, for not snowing and being consistently snowy yet, because I don't think I'm ready for snow, if I'm being completely and utterly honest. Anyways, you guys, I'm doing a get ready with me before I do all my recordings, and I want to get off some of this stuff that because I can't really record when I'm stressed or bothered. So we're gonna talk about the things that have been stressing me lately. One of the things that have been stressing me lately are people thinking that what I do is easy peasy lemon squeezy, and that they can do it better than me, or they can get more money faster. And I'm like, all money is not good money, and all fast money is not good money either. Just because you get something and it's easy up front does not mean that is what you call it. And no, what I really want to talk about is the epidemic of you Negroes saying that y'all are the bee's knees. Let's go start off with that. And my problem comes in with people, or specifically men, who feel like they could do what I do and do it better. So, yeah, basically, I was talking to this dude, and in the middle of us talking, right, and getting to know each other, supposedly, he decided that he wanted to, what did he want to do? He decided that he wanted, if y'all trying to follow my makeup tutorial, disclaimer, I'm not a makeup artist. I just do my own makeup how the fuck I feel, okay? So before y'all be in the comments, that's wrong. Probably is. But as long as the outcome comes out like decent or viewable, I could care less. So basically, the point that I want to start off this video with is that men have been telling me that they could do exactly what I do on social media easily, but fucking are dying, and I haven't even said anything to them. So, i.e., I had this dude, and he was like, oh, you've been on social media for 5 years. I expected you to be at a different place. Like, oh, when you said you did YouTube, I thought you were just starting off. And I was like, huh? And he goes, he's going to start a YouTube channel and all this other stuff, and he's going to be better at it. And it didn't bother me that he had high hopes, because I want everybody to have high hopes. It's just that you think that this social media shit is easy. And even though I'm not like that girl in social media, and I don't want to be that girl in social media, like, I do this because I genuinely enjoy it. Like, most people ask me why I do what I do. I do it because I genuinely enjoy it. Like, when I first started doing it, I did it because I wanted to help other women and people get over certain shit, and I still do. That's why I come on here now and I boast of, well, not even boast about my failures, but I talk about my failures and stuff like that. Like, a lot of people feel like if you fail, that means that you've lost or something. Yeah, you lost, but if you fail and you learn and you move forward better, I feel like, is it really a loss then? A lot of people often ask the questions like, oh, well, what happens if we lose, or we don't win, or we're not popular? And I think a lot of times people go to social media for fame, and not because they have like anything real to show for themselves. I'm gonna go really subtle today, or what my definition of subtle is, based on the activities that I plan on doing today. So judge your mother, not me. And yes, I know I do need to clean out my brushes, but we're not gonna get into that. I think for my date, I'm gonna go use this palette. So y'all, Really quick, I have a date with myself because I have been working hard on my OnlyFans, my podcast, and my YouTube channel. I have dedicated 2 years to myself and stuff like that. And now that I have a little bit of money, the zoo, which is like one of my umpty's favorite places to go now, has a $16 thing for the adults, and I'm going. Even though it's going to be like 30-40 degrees, I am bringing a jacket. No, I'm bringing my winter coat, and I'm bringing out the winter boots with the thermals, maybe the thermals, depending on how cold it is. Like, if it's too cold, then yeah, we're not gonna do that. But if it's not too cold, baby, yeah, we're all into that. But yeah, the zoo is my favorite place, and I was thinking about going and trying a new look. I know I'm gonna need a thick ass coat, a thick ass jacket, because it does get cold and you're outside majority of the time, unless you're like in an area that is not considered the outside, like the what is that place called? It is the Dolphins. I'm actually gonna go see the Dolphin show this time, and I'm going to spend about a couple of good hours out there, about 4 or 5 hours out there. I'm gonna bring snacks because you have to have snacks. Zoo food is mad expensive. People will always talk about like, oh, I went out. No, I'm gonna sneak them in my bag and I'm gonna go from there. And my zoo so cool, bro. Like, they don't even fucking check. They just make sure you got a ticket, and they be like, firearms. They like, that's what they check for. But honestly, that's what they have like the metal detector for. Like, it's like a little secret metal detector that most people don't realize is a metal detector, which is cool. But back to my original point. That's a quick list. I know I'm excited for my date. So I'm gonna save that palette for that. But back to my original point, which was like social media, and people go into social media thinking like, oh, I can just become famous overnight. So basically this man was like, oh, I can take criticism. Oh, you're really not the bee's knees, or you're not that. And I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna argue with you, right? So I said, let's go do a trial, right? Because I've been on social media for a couple of years now. He goes, oh yeah, I've seen some of the comments that you get. And he was like, couldn't be me, I'll just delete them. And I said I stopped deleting comments a long time ago. Like, to give it up, like, I stopped deleting comments a long time ago. Like, people often say like, oh, what did you do? Like, I literally stopped deleting comments a long time ago, because it's no point in deleting comments. Somebody's gonna say the same shit. Somebody's gonna have the same exact opinion as them, and then they gonna go into the think piece, and before you know, the think piece done grew by the time you got to it, and by the time you see it, it's a whole comment section of people, and it's like, you can't change everybody's mind. I told him that, and he was like, oh, that's not gonna bother me because I'm a real, I'm like, okay, cool. So you're all of these things, so you should be good. And he was like, me good? He was like, nah, I would never be good, because I just feel like if a nigga come in my comments, I was like, they're going to come in your comments. Your rhetoric is semi-problematic, and it resembles patriarchy. You practice patriarchy. You practice the practice of the patriarchy, misogyny, and misogynoir, especially misogynoir, is going to strike a nerve with somebody. Somebody's going to make a comment about how you made them feel. And I said, it's up to you on how you respond to that. And he goes, I'm going to respond the same way I always respond. And I said, I hope it's not harsh. And he was like, why would I respond harsh to my fans and my biggest critics? I was like, if you think they're your biggest fan and your biggest critics, they are not your fans, okay? Like, I'm telling you right now, people will literally stay subscribed to you, and they will not be your fans just to say anything negative about you or something like that. And if you think that this is like the pinnacle of like things that you're winning at, sir, you've lost, okay? Like, you've totally lost. And he goes, okay, so after like 30 minutes of going back and forth with this man, I was basically sitting there and I was talking to him, and I was like, okay, let's go do like a mock-up run-up. And so he had said this thing that was extremely problematic. And so I came at him with statisticals and facts, and he was like, "Oh, nobody asked you for your facts." I said, "Nobody asked you for your opinion, but here you are spouting it out. What if I'm just one of those warriors that just can't let you be wrong in peace?" And he was like, "Oh, so I'm wrong?" I said, "Sir, I have to be the opposite. I have to be the opposition. I can't agree with you." And I said, quite frankly, I said, "I find some of your views to be rooted in misogyny and patriarchy, but I said, that's just my opinion." And he goes, "Oh my gosh." And he goes, "This is why I don't talk to you." And I said, "Oh my gosh." I said, "I'm in front of you." I said, "Just imagine somebody online that can make 20 fake profiles to go sit there and bully you. And if they feel neglected or feel like you have not paid them enough attention, they will do anything to get your attention, whether it is calling you out your name, whether it is slightly bullying you to get you to be a better person, like whatever it is, that fits their narrative that they have for you, that's what they're going to want to play in." And he goes, "Well, I don't think I'm ready to cut out for social media." And I was like, "No, but you're so ready for social media, right? You're ready for somebody to call you a dumbass motherfucker, or to be in your inbox telling you that you need to go kill yourself, or that you're not pretty enough, or that you're not attractive, or that whatever it is that you got going on is not it." Like I remember when I was dieting, because I had gained weight, and I knew I had gained weight. Y'all, the internet in the comment section, once I struck a nerve, went crazy. They was like, "This is what I'm talking about, a fat bitch." That was like, God damn, I know I just hit 2 something, but damn. You know what I'm saying? I know 5'4" and 2 something don't go together, but damn. And then the same people that were like bullying me are the same people that are in my DM saying munch. Okay? Because their fake profile that they were on, I don't know, did I hit my nose? Yes, I did with my finger. But the same men that are screaming munch in my comments, like in my inbox and DMs, are the same men who are on fake profiles saying that I'm a fat bitch. For real, like y'all don't understand. Like when I see like people being sexual to me, this is why my OnlyFans makes real money. But we're not gonna talk about that in this one. Sometimes people want to like follow me to insult me, and like sometimes I want to say, I almost want to have an insult day on my thingy on my OnlyFans where I tip people to be insulting to me. Because most men want to degrade me and make me feel less than, because they feel like, "Oh, I pay for your OnlyFans." So, you know what I'm saying? Like, And the way y'all be getting on the OnlyFans girly sale, let's go get into that real quick. So, being a content creator, you have to face scrutiny. Old boy couldn't handle the scrutiny. He was already tight, and I didn't even say nothing too tough. I just hit him with a statistic, an updated statistic. You know what I'm saying? On his bullshit that he be saying. He was like, "Well, but you can't." I said, "Sir, you have to not give a fuck. If you say you don't give a, you have to not give a fuck. Like there has to be a not fuck given for you to be like, I don't give a fuck." And that to be the factual shit, right? And he goes, "Oh, well, I just feel like," I said, "Well, sir, nobody gives a fuck how you feel." And he goes, "I just feel like as a man." I said, "Nobody gives a fuck how deep your voice gets, nobody cares." And he goes, he was about to cry, and I said, "Sir, I haven't even gotten to the hard shit yet that they're going to say to you when you get online." And he goes, "What?" He said, "This is not the hard shit." I said, "Sir," I said, "I didn't even get to the beginning of the degradation that they got for you, sir." And he was like, "What do you mean I haven't even?" I was like, "Sir, I haven't even gotten to the degradation that they're gonna give you, okay? Like this right here is soft, okay? And if you can't handle a little soft low blow, baby, you're not gonna be able to handle the what you call it." He goes, "Oh, well, I just feel like I can handle it." I said, "Sir, you're not handling it now. If you're wondering what I'm doing with my makeup, this is something that I just do because I like it. So judge your mother." And he was like, "I told you I'm not a makeup artist, so don't be trying to follow my just get ready with me." But he basically was like, "Oh, it's not gonna make me no, never mind. This ain't gonna hurt my feelings. Like you bitches think y'all gonna hurt my feelings." And I was like, "Sir, you want somebody's feelings to be hurt so bad." And he was like, "Oh no, I don't want my feelings to be hurt." And he was like, "You do want your feelings to be hurt because you're not preparing yourself for somebody not liking you." And he goes, but they should like me. And I was like, but they're not gonna like you. And I said, sometimes your points are gonna make sense to you, and the people around you are gonna look at you and be like, is this person for real? And if you're like, oh yeah, and if you be like, and especially if you double down on your shit, because I know how you men like to double down on y'all shit. Oh, what is this? Oh my gosh, I finally have one. I can't wait. I feel like them old school ass ladies. What is this? Oh my gosh. So y'all, to keep it a whole entire lean being with y'all. Oh boy did not pass the social media test, and I just looked at him and I said, you're gonna fail. So somebody's gonna say something to you, and you're gonna spaz out because you're not prepared mentally for somebody to attack you, even if your point does make sense. And statistically speaking, the history behind it. And he was like, but why is everybody so hateful? I was like, are you nice to women? And he goes, sometimes. And I'm like, you're not gonna get that nicest back if you're not nice or understanding for other like small subcultures and groups and shit like that. You're not gonna get the standing ovation that you think that you're gonna get. Like, most people think that they're gonna get like these great grandiosos. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you as welcome warm to the shit that they say, and because their circle does not check them or ever like tell them that they're wrong, the first thing that they say is, and I quote, oh, you're just mad, you're a hater, you don't support me, you're not my fan, or you're not a friend of mine if you're gonna say this. And when I see it, sometimes I just sit back and I'm like, are you serious? Like, mind you, if one of my homeboys from back in the day wanted to have a podcast, I would literally look at him like, maybe the Alpha Male podcast grouper would get to like it you, and like the Andrew Tates will like you, but the people who you want to like you, they're not gonna like you. What does this look like? I don't even know. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm putting on makeup right now. I like to play makeup sometimes. So y'all, this is like my third time recording this, and this is why when I started the video, I had like most of my face, like majority of my face stuff. But basically, y'all, what is this loose powder shit? I don't know what loose powder is for, but I'm gonna play with it because I feel like one of them old ladies now. So yeah. I feel like those ladies who like are like, so basically, the dude basically isn't ready for social media. But I said social media in itself is its own thing. I feel like most people come on social media and don't have anything to say. Like, they'll just be like, oh, well, here I am, and this is a life that I live, or this is like the thing that is what's popping. And then when it doesn't sell or it's not popular, or people point out their bad behaviors, and they want to come back and they want to be like, oh, well, I didn't mean it like this, or oh, well, it's supposed to be a joke, or it's supposed to be funny, or it's supposed to be this. And I'm like, it didn't read off as what you're trying to do. And social media is more than just like being famous. Like, you have to know like your message, your brand. Like, what sucks for me is like always having to rebrand, or when I have to rebrand, I think of things like who's going to stick around, who might not stick around, how does this affect the money, how does this affect the support, is this going to be a problematic decision that I made, or is this going to be one of those decisions that people are like, oh, it's going to be one of those decisions that people are like, okay, cool beans. Because as much as I want to sit here and think like, oh, that I'm just the bee's knees, without like the support of like my inner circle or people that surround me and people who actually support me and DM me and stuff like that, my channel will just be nothing but what you call it. So I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. And that's like another part of it. Like, you have to know your audience and like what they kind of want, while also like still keeping your vision. And that in itself is a lot. Like, people will sit there and tell you like, oh, it's easy, or we don't do okay, so I had a feedback meeting with myself because that's who I work with, myself, and I had to look at my analytics, and it hurt me. Okay, it hurt me. And I was like, look at my videos and my analytics and what's popular. And I was like, you niggas want to hear me talk about my Trump all the time. And I don't know about y'all, but the goal is to talk about Trump and get over it, not talk about it and relive it. A lot of times people think like, oh, well, you know, you came out here and you were so vocal about this. And I was like, do you know how hard it is to be vocal about anything in this day and age as a black woman? And I think most people forget the mental health part about it. Like, when you're on social media, whether you're popping or not, whether you're popping or not on social media, you have to have the whereabouts of who you are, how the world's going to perceive you, and you have to also look at the social status. I know that my work might not get as much attention as the opposite, like, white woman creator of me or a white male creator. I know that people might tune into that a lot more because it's more palatable in societally speaking. Most people don't know that they practice misogyny or misogynoir social thingies. So what they deem as acceptable is what the has deemed acceptable, and they'll be like, okay, well, they said that this is acceptable and they said that that is acceptable, and then whole entire time not be okay with any of it. Like, I've seen people say like, oh, it's okay to bully other people, but then when they get bullied, they want to cry. Wolf. Like, I felt bad for the baby, not gonna hold you, but I also understood this is what he paid for. Like, I know I'm not that famous, and I know I can't say certain things because some y'all will be ready to behead me and turn my head off tomorrow and be like, she was an awful woman. And I know it ain't gonna take much for nobody to get you to say that shit. It don't even gotta be true. Somebody could just be like, she was an awful woman, and because I said something that hurt your feelings back in when I first started my channel, y'all gonna be like, oh, she's an awful woman because she has a history of that and the third. And you have to realize that whatever you do online has a digital footprint. And you could think that because you deleted that video, or you did what, or you were a new person now, that they're not gonna kind of like, oh my gosh, it's okay. It's not. They're not gonna do it at all. That's just not the lip I wanted. But it's actually kind of cute, so I might change our eyes. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, this is how y'all know. This is how y'all know I'm not one of the makeup girlies, because this right here would have hurt one of y'all feelings, and it hurt my feelings a little bit, and I was like, man, I ain't even doing this shit for real. Alright, this shit ain't on y'all hurt shit, what? No more than a couple of hours. This is why my friends call me Bougetto. My hands are so dirty right now. But yeah, I basically told him, like, unless you're ready to take it, like, directly there and to that level, then you should not be, like, I'm kind of mad. My hands are... Yeah, this is why I don't never do my makeup. But I'm probably finna change my eyes and probably go for a red look today. I never do it. What the fuck? Yeah. Basically, I want to fix my makeup off camera because I can't do this shit, but I want to say exactly what I want to say. A lot of times people come on social media with nothing to say, but they want fame and accolades. And sometimes I just sit back and I think to myself, like, you want fame and accolades for what? And then when they get famous for the accolades for the things that they've done and not for who they are, that's when they want to get upset. And then when they get upset, then the first thing they say is, oh, well, you know, this, that, and the third. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, a lot of times we sit there and we say things like, oh, it's not that bad, or oh, maybe they just didn't know what they were doing. But whole entire time, people know exactly. Well, I'm not finna change this shit. Who gives a fuck? Color blocking, bitch. I think I have an outfit that actually accentuates this. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. So I don't have to change my makeup. Yeah, so we're gonna continue. So basically, take these shorts. Yeah, all I do is wear shorts around the house. I just put like a shit ton of makeup on this bitch. But yeah, so with that being said, a lot of times when I see people come on social media and they're like, oh well, I just want to come on social media to be famous, I'm like, you could be famous for other shit. And if fame is what you want, why not stay off social media? Because some of y'all don't have the mental health or the mental acuity for the fame level that y'all say that y'all want. And what I mean by that is a lot of y'all are going to get stuck on something that somebody said to y'all, and y'all not going to let it go. And y'all going to make that y'all whole personality trait to fix it. And before you say, how do I know these things? Because I did that when I first started. I was not mentally prepared for you bitches to bully the fuck out of me. I wasn't. I was not. Like, people often talk about, like, oh, I was ready for the criticism and I've been bullied. Y'all, all the bullying in the world in your life will not hit you with an internet troll. And some of you bitches knew me personally or thought that y'all knew me personally. A lot of y'all are like, oh, I went to school with her. And I'm just like, you went to school with me, you don't know me for real. Because if you knew me in school, I was more focused about graduating than I was anything else. And the things that were bothering me in high school are the things that are not bothering me now. I can proudly talk about it now. And if you want to go tit for tat and blow for blow, I have actual responses for you. But you bitches aren't here anymore. And not only are y'all not here anymore, but y'all know y'all can't stand my growth. Because I used to let y'all bully the fuck out of me. Like, I used to be crying. Okay? Like, I would get online, read some of the comments and cry. Like, a lot of people, like, I wanted to turn off my comments for like all my videos because I said, if you bitches are going to come out there and have so much to say, and I knew some of y'all, so when I would like approach y'all, y'all would be like, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I was like, bitch, you're a fucking bully. And all I would tell y'all, and I remember I said this shit, and I know it struck a nerve with y'all because y'all left me the fuck alone. One of y'all said, I'm gonna beat y'all. I said, one of y'all boys got so boy just like I'm gonna beat y'all ass. And I said, I will gladly send you to jail. I said, I don't have any kids. And I said, bitch, you look like you got kids. And then, yeah. I use all that misogyny and misogyny and patriarchy shit against y'all the same way y'all tried to use it against me. And guess what? I came out on the other side as the victor because guess what? As a black woman with no kids, I am more better than you bitches with kids. According to the patriarchy, a woman with no kids is better than a woman with no kids. So when the bitches was arguing with me and was trying to use the patriarchy to throw it against me, when I threw it back at them, they did not like it. And I said, according to the patriarchy, I would be better than you bitches. And you bitches could never. And that's when I get my ego trips. And oh my gosh, you could go on the ego trip and you could double down if you want to. Don't do that. I would not advise it. And just because people are being mean and nasty to you does not mean that you have the right to be mean and nasty back with people. Like, it says more about you if you indulge in people's behaviors, bad behaviors, on how they choose to treat you. Like, I had somebody try to tell me that they felt that I deserved, and I put big emphasis on me deserving, them treating me like shit because I was not, I didn't love myself back in high school and middle school and all that other shit. And the shit that they say out their mouth was disgusting. Like, I remember somebody literally told me that I was unattractive. And it wasn't because of, like, some people, excuse me, like, some people think that some people think that I get jealous over certain things, but no. Like, when people are like, oh, you're ugly, and I knew that it was coming from a place of me being a black woman and me not actually being ugly, I was like, okay, wow. Because when asked what was ugly about me, they'd say, like, all my features that made me a black woman, and I'll be like, that's new. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants to talk about that. Like, oh, like when people talk about like things that say like, oh, it used to hurt my feelings because I used to be like, I know I'm not ugly. And I used to feel like I used to have to like conform to a lot of things for the world to accept me. And I was just like, I really don't like that. This is why I never like really learned how to do my makeup, because I never wanted to, because that was something that I was insecure about. For me, myself, and now my rule of thumb is, if you insecure about it, don't tweak it professionally. Like, deal with it. And like that's been always been my motto. Because I remember my grandmother, growing up, she always told me, she said whatever you're insecure or you don't like about yourself, somebody will always try to profit off of that. And Albert and Preach had said it in one of their videos, and they had made a word called prophetize. And prophetize is basically um a word where people like profit, like basically they profit off your insecurities. So like if you're insecure about your boobs being small, they'll like, oh, go get the surgery, prophesizing, prof, profiting off of that. Like, oh, don't you want to feel more confident, instead of like telling you to love yourself? Like, they'll be like, oh, you should go out there, get your ass done, your tits done, and then when you get all that shit done, you're not still feeling good. Like, I've seen so many horror stories behind people going out there to get the makeup and everything else, and I'm just like, that's cute, you know what I'm saying? But you did this for what? And people say, oh, I did it because I did it for myself. And I'm like, so you couldn't love yourself? And they're like, no. One of my favorite creators, she got her BBL done, she got her body done, and I loved it for her, you know what I'm saying? Only thing I did not like for her was the fact that she ended up coming back and telling us the real reason why she got her BBL, and it's because somebody said that she had a flat back in the comments, and a bunch of people were like, think pieces about her flat back and how she was not black enough as a black girl because she had a flat back. And I was like, ma'am. She had a baby, she had a husband, she had a whole bunch of other stuff, and you can tell that, because I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but you could like basically tell that she wasn't really happy with the life that she had chosen, right? So she ended up like taking the surgery out of her body and stuff like that, and talking about it, right? And how she felt pressured by society. And I was like, girl, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if don't nobody get you, I get you. Because I used to want to come on here dolled up all the time. Yeah, that's why I started playing in makeup originally. Not because I wanted to, not because I, but it's like, my grandmother told me at a young age, if you try to cover your insecurities up or buy something to help you fix your insecurities, and it's not like I'm accepting this for exactly what it is type thing, and it's just like a, damn, I gotta go tweak this and then I'll feel better, or damn, I gotta tweak this and I'll feel better, you're never really accepting yourself. And this is why I say self-love is the best love, because now, even though I'm like 180, 190, this is like kind of, I want to say between 170 and 190. Anything above 190 is done for. Anything under 170 is done for. And this is where I'm at, and this is how happy I am in my life. Let me get my wig. So basically, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like I'm really this insecure over what, right? And I made me like sit back and think for 10 seconds, and I was like, what am I really insecure about? You know what I'm saying? Because I just didn't want nobody using my insecurities against me. I hate when people use other people's insecurities against them and get them to do shit that they normally wouldn't do. Like when people be like, oh, let me see your real hair, let me see your real face. I be like, that girl, if she don't want to show her real face or her real then let her get to that point. And then people are like, oh my gosh, you're being so like, bro, if she does not feel pretty with her face right now, she doesn't feel like her face is her best asset, why are y'all trying your hardest to make it seem like she's supposed to just show up and be this confident person? Like, confidence isn't built around the people around you and the acceptance that you have. And even if you don't have like the that's something that you have to learn. So when the girlies are heavily made up and shit like that, and whether they're doing it for fun or to hide the fact that they don't like their face or whatever it is, or whatever reason it is for, Cause if y'all see me, y'all know I come on this bitch in a bonnet or however the fuck I feel. Today I just feel like playing makeup. Okay? But it's like y'all be so quick to bully the girls for not having on makeup, lashes, all of this other shit. And I'll be like, you might be insecure in that area. Or you might not feel like you have love in this area. But that's not your job to go out there and put it on somebody else. And as a creator, a social media person, I understand the pressure to look good on camera, because if you don't look good, most people will look at you and skip past your video. You gotta at least look a certain type of way, and that's why I love TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Because on TikTok, this is where you see real people, the real shit, and the little Instagram baddies constantly get shut down because how you look is not your personality, and people are looking at what you're saying and how you're moving. I blocked so many pretty people on my page who look like me because the shit that they say out their mouth is disgusting. Believe it or not, like, it is disgusting. They are like, oh, we hate men over here, and then the men are like, we hate women, and then they'll be like, oh, well, a woman's supposed to be submissive. Why are we still on this submissive shit? Why are we still talking about what a woman should and should not be doing, and how she should be looking? Like, why are we still having a 50-50 conversation? If you like 50-50, that's fine. And then they be doubling down and dying on that hill. It's a hill I'm going to die on. Well, you die on it, shorty. You die on it. You die on it, and you live that life. You die on that hill, but you will not be on my For You page. Because if I keep you here, shorty, they're going to start subscribing more people that look like you. And baby, if they think like you as well, I don't want them around me. Let me go get my, do I want to secure this bad boy? No, because she's gonna come off later tonight, because she has a wrestling event to watch live on Peacock. Yeah, live on Peacock. I'm about to cancel Paramount though. But yeah, this is just the pre-conversation before we get to the actual videos. This is the look. I know y'all like, damn, shorty. I gotta go change my outfit, and we are going to start recording for the day. And this is just a quick little get ready with mine, you know what I'm saying? Quick little get ready with mine. Ouch, that shit hurts. That kind of hurt a lot of bit. That hurt. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. We need something to hold the girls up. You know what I'm saying? Hold the girls up. The girls up. On camera. Because I ain't trying to have nipples out. Again. I had that shit last time. Y'all niggas sure enough let me know y'all seen them nipples. Y'all was like, I seen them nipples, girl. I seen them nipples. I heard what you was saying, but I seen them nipples. You know what I'm saying? I really like the topic, but I seen them nipples. Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta finish getting ready. But yeah, this is just the like pre-show to get ready with me. Yeah. I feel like when I'm a pretty princesses, I always feel like a pretty princess. But when I do my makeup, I feel like the prettiest princess on the block. I feel like I be feeling like you can't see me. Ah, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Anyways, hey Google, how old is John Cena?
45 years old.
They need to let it go. I'm so sorry. So let me say something. I am a big WWE fan. I'm gonna say this shit and I'm gonna get off. I'm a big WWE fan, okay? Biggest WWE fan, okay? May not know all the facts, but bitch, I am watching. Even when they put Liv Morgan dumbass on TV, and I get it. We're like, Liv's been in the business longer. But da 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 da. I feel like Rana just needs some more fucking development, honestly and truly. And I feel like the hate that y'all give to her online from the SmackDown community is disturbing. Well, big SmackDown fan, okay? And the fact that y'all be on Ronda ass, and then y'all tell my son it's John Cena last time. I don't want John Cena wrestling. I get it. Like, he had an era, he had a time, and I know nostalgia feels really good. But for me, my thinking skills say that at 45 get behind the camera. Don't put your body in harm's way. You're not gonna recover. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh, he's supposed to become. I'm not excited for that. Not at all. And I know people say like, oh, you shouldn't complain. You shouldn't complain. You shouldn't complain. Like, at least you're getting your shots. And then y'all screaming fire Ronda Rousey, but Ronda is new. Or y'all don't like Ronda like that because y'all feel like she's disrespectful. I guess she wasn't the glam and glitz on Total Divas like it was before, because I did see that she was on the last season of Total Divas, which is nice. People were like, I love to see Becky. Speaking of which, I have been involved in Total Divas. Finally started watching it. I'm on season 5. I know 4 seasons is too late. But it is nice to see the in ring and out of ring is what you call it. So while y'all screaming fire Ronda actually might be cool as fuck to work with outside of them fucking cameras. And y'all screaming fire Ronda, bitch. I like Ronda. Okay? Ronda tried being a good champ. She tried getting her shit back. She turned heel. It did not work out. I feel like she needs to pull a Naomi and suck it up and really take on this heel role. Y'all be saying Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. Bitch, I am tired of Roman. Roman needs to quit, okay? Roman needs to be at home and give the title up. Give up the whole island of relevancy shit, okay? I get it. The island of relevancy is important. I might want to curl my hair after this. I get that the island of relevancy is important. But let me tell you something right now. The island of relevancy is bullshit, okay? I'm gonna tell you why. I don't like the island of relevancy. It's old. I need Solo to be the nigga that I need him to be. I need Solo to Solo Sequoia, bitch. That's how I'm used to. Mr. I'm on my own. Not Mr. Enforcer for the bloodline. At least my tonsils are healthy, I think. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just rambling at this point in time. But yes, your girl's watching WWE tonight, and I'm mad excited for it. Don't fight me. But yeah, 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 yeah. A hill. Iconic. Anyways, that's the end of the episode. I'm just rambling at this point. If you're still here, you must fuck with me. You must like the look, cause I'm trying to get into the look. You know what I'm saying? Do I need to push my wig back? Probably so. Push your wig back, ho. Push your wig back, ho. That's it. We're out.